Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do my Sephora recommendation sale video. It is starting tomorrow and I'm really working hard to get this video out today. So if you guys are interested, continue watching. If you're new here, please subscribe down below and let's get something to drink. It's going to be a long one. We're going to hang out and talk all about beautiful makeup. I did mention on Instagram that I recorded all of this yesterday, and when I checked the video, it didn't record anything because the card was full and it didn't give me any warnings or anything. So here we are again. However, I think I'm more energetic, I'm a little bit more excited, and I kind of know what I'm talking about. Everything I'm talking about today will be linked in the description box. Those links are affiliate, which means I make a small commission if you purchase through those links. And that's just how I make money on YouTube. And I encourage you guys to, mostly now that the sale's happening, many of us are purchasing, things. I use other people's links to purchase things. And so if you have a creator that you enjoy, you want to support, it costs you nothing to use those links and support that person. It's still the same. You just go through that link, a Sephora web will show up. You can even open the app through that website, and it's easy and it just helps us out. Again, you don't have to use my links, but overall, find somebody you really want to support and use those links. All right, enough talking. I am going to mention only makeup. If you guys are interested in a skincare perfume recommendations, let me know, but it would be so long, so I'm just keeping it to makeup. Starting with the primers / SPF, this is the Supergoop Glowscreen SPF 40. I'm almost out of this, so I will definitely be repurchasing this. I use this as a glowy primer and as my SPF daily. Also, another great one, which it's in my bathroom, is the Dermalogica one, SPF 50. It's wonderful, like wonderful. It's a little pricey, but you would save a pretty penny on it, and it's amazing. Next are these Tatcha Luminous Silk. These are both minis, and I am planning to purchase the big one at the sale. I think I'm gonna get the silk one. It's easier to use, and I have this Tarte putty one. This is heavy duty. Like if you have very large pores, use this. You have to like press it in and your pores will disappear. You're going to be extremely smooth, but it's a lot. It's intense. So I definitely recommend this, but use it with caution. If you use a little bit too much, it's going to peel. But coming back to these, I would say they both do the same thing. That's why I think I would probably recommend the liquid one because it's just a little bit easier to work with and I really enjoy it. I've gone through almost both of these. I know there's a little bit left in there, but I really enjoy them and definitely recommend. One more that's almost like a hybrid between highlighter and primer is this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. I want to say I'm kind of running low on this one. I have multiple colors. I use these in my kit. They're wonderful. I put these over pores. Somehow it just blurs the pores. And I also put it under here. I feel like it really helps with the fine lines and it gives you a beautiful glow. I have mine in 2, 3, and 4 maybe. Beautiful product. It's been my favorites and every recommendation video I do. Foundations. Now I think foundations and blushes, those are the two categories where I have the most recommendations. So I will try to be fast. I'm trying to talk about newer foundations that I've tried in the past year, and then I will give you a few options of just my all-time favorite foundations at Sephora. This is the Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, and I've been using this quite a lot lately. It's easy everyday makeup foundation. It says it's tinted moisturizer, but it gives you good medium coverage, and I just like the packaging. I like that you can kind of squeeze it out. It's easy. It blends into the skin so well, and I really like the finish of this. It's radiant, but it's not glowy. So it's really good. It stays in place, and I really, really enjoy it. This is not a new product that came out in the last year, but it's new to me. I would say I've had this for maybe 6 months, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's a great product. The next tinted moisturizer that I want to talk about is this Fenty Beauty. This is called the Eaze Drop. This is wonderful. I have mine in shade 6, and I think I want to pick up the warmer undertone. This I think is supposed to be a cool undertone, but it's not too cool. I can pull this off, and it looks more neutral on the skin. It's so beautiful. It's a soft matte finish, and it has great staying power. I swatched it right there. You probably can't tell a thing, but on the skin, it's so beautiful. It is not too heavy. It is skin-like. It is, again, a soft matte. It's not completely matte, but it blurs your skin. It's so beautiful, and I like the packaging. I like everything about this, and it really, I should put it up here so I can use it more, because I think there was like a month where I didn't use it at all, and then I picked it up and I was like, why don't I use this like every day? It is beautiful, and yes, great option. Now on the opposite side, I'm going full on glowy, and this is the Bare Minerals Original Liquid Mineral Foundation, and this thing is glowy. It's not as glowy as the Huda, the glowish one, but it has a beautiful glow to it, and I would say light to medium coverage. I wear it definitely more like a medium coverage. Stunning on the skin. It blends in over texture. If you have any dryness, I've been having some dryness on my nose, and this goes right over it. You do not notice it. It is really, really beautiful, and I discovered it because of you guys. A few of you were like, I want you to try that one, see what you think. I think you're gonna really love it, and I really do. I like the packaging, like you turn it and that's kind of how it opens. I really like it. I mainly wear it where it's more of my natural days, like if I want like pretty glowy skin with some like intense blush, just a mascara and a lip product. I like reaching for this because it just shows off the skin, and it just makes me look clean. Now, kind of on the opposite side, I feel like I'm talking so fast. I need to calm down. On the opposite side, I have this Lawless. This is Conceal the Deal Longwear Full Coverage Foundation, and that is what I'm wearing today. And I reviewed this. This is a beautiful full coverage foundation, but it's more of a satin finish. It's not very matte. I like the way the industry is going with matte foundations, because these are not drying at all. They're very light on the skin, lasts forever. Like this evening, I will go to work, I will do all these things. The foundation will be pretty much the same. It is so beautiful on the skin. It has, again, a satin finish, and it's liquid. It's like watery. You have to like shake it, and it's like you put a few drops, and see, it's kind of runny, but it blends into the skin so well. It's a beautiful foundation. I use mine in the color Citrine, and it's great. I really enjoy it. That is one of those full coverage foundations that I want to reach for. It perfects my skin without looking like I have a ton of foundation. Again, I'm wearing it today, and I think it's really pretty. All right, I have 4 foundations here that I just want to mention quickly. These are not new products that I've tried, but just my holy grail foundations. Dior Airflash, wonderful. Any event is just flawless. It really looks airbrushed. On your skin looks airbrushed, and it's a great product. Pricey but amazing. Makeup Forever Reboot foundation. Absolutely stunning. It looks like skin. It's a radiant. It's a good medium coverage. You could even use it as light. Just put a little bit and spread it out. Stunning. It looks like skin. Then the Armani Luminous Silk. I've talked about this so much, but this is also a wonderful foundation. I think if I were to lose all my foundations, I probably would go with this one because it's the most just even foundation. It's not too glowy, it's not too matte, it's not too full coverage, it's not light coverage. It covers well. It's just an overall very balanced foundation and I really enjoy it. And then the last one I want to mention is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation. This has a full coverage and it has a radiance to it. I really like the self-refreshing foundation, but I actually prefer the radiant version a little bit more. It reminds me of my Tom Ford foundation, which the Shade and Illuminate one, which that one, I think Sephora sells it too. That one, well, maybe they don't, I don't know. But that one is stunning. But this kind of reminds me of that one at a fraction of the price. Beautiful foundation. All right, moving on to concealers. I have two correctors. The Charlotte Tilbury Corrector. This is in medium 2. I really enjoy it. I've used it a lot, discovered it this past year, and love it. However, this Nars one came along and I kind of prefer this one. This is a more of a liquid, very thin consistency. Like I'll swatch it here. Like you can kind of see my skin through it. It's not thick at all. And it spreads out in like no time. Like look at that. It is the perfect color for me. I have the lightest color and I prefer this under my eyes better than this, although this blends in really nicely as well. I find it a little bit thicker and it's not bad. Again, I've been using this a lot and it's great, but I do think I prefer the Nars a little bit more. It's just a little bit thinner and covers really well. It blends in seconds. And they're both great. Next, most used concealer at the moment for me is this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. I would say that this is like the Armani one is for me for foundation. This is a great, just very balanced, well-rounded concealer. It has great coverage. It's a great consistency. It's more that creamy, but it's not too creamy. It's not too thick. It's not liquidy either. It's just a good, well-rounded concealer and covers really well. I don't have, it's this one right here. I don't have any issues with it like creasing or making my under eyes look textured. It's just so beautiful. Definitely if I were to only pick one concealer, it would be this one. Next one is this one from Lancome. This is the Tint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. I'm wearing this today. It's beautiful, full coverage, very light texture, almost watery like. It spreads out so well. It's right there. I really enjoy it. It has a big old applicator. The thing is, when I pull it out, I got concealer on it myself a few times and now I'm scared because it has such an intense stopper that when you have to kind of really pull and it can kind of go everywhere. But this is stunning. It blends in so fast. It gives you such good coverage and it's so light under the eyes. Another one that's newer to my collection is this Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer. This is the opposite. This is kind of like thicker, creamier consistency. It reminds me a little bit of the Tom Ford. Like even at the applicator, you can kind of see that it has like a lot of product at the end and it's just like creamier and thicker. Right there. I always struggle with like swatches with concealer. I'm like, they kind of all look the same on a swatch until you put it under the eyes. But look how thick it is. Like, I can feel it even now that I blend it. It's almost like a thicker cream, but it looks so good under the eyes. It perfects so well, and it's full coverage. It's a great concealer when I am struggling. And then the next two concealers I've had in my collection for a long time, and I've been loving them and recommending them over and over again. The first one is this Kosas concealer. This is a beautiful kind of medium coverage. This is almost like a cream under your eyes. It actually says it is an eye cream as well. It is stunning. I'm actually going to pick up another color because I couldn't pinpoint what color I am in that concealer, but stunning. It just makes your under eye look fresh, luminous without being creasy. It's just stunning. And then the fullest coverage is the Pat McGrath concealer. I love this one. I actually need to throw this one out because it's kind of separated, but I just keep it for, you know, to show you guys. I have other colors as well. This one is also a little bit thicker, covers everything. It literally perfects your under eyes. You will see nothing and it's great. It doesn't look like you have a lot, but everything is gone. Like, you will be perfect. All right, moving on to powders. I only have 3. The first one is my most used powder. It's destroyed. I literally taped it down. This is the Kosas Cloud Set. I have mine in the color Breezy. I think I'm gonna pick another one just because, like, I destroy it. I flatten it out, which says a lot because I don't like powder. This is a beautiful like skin powder. It will take the like oiliness off, but it will leave a slight glow. It's great under the eyes. It is extremely blurry, beautiful. My definitely most used powder at the moment. I literally use it, I think, in every single video. Next one is another one that I've talked so much about, and this is perfect under your eyes. And this is the Pat McGrath Under Eye Brightening Powder. I have mine in the color Light. Again, this one I flatten it out. I think I'm about to hit pan, and it is perfect under the eyes. It is blurring, it is perfecting. It does not emphasize your lines. It looks like your skin. I love it so much. The white looks intense, but don't be afraid. It kind of just fades away and leaves the most silkiest finish to your skin. And both of these are extremely finely milled. They are both stunning. I would say that under the eyes, probably Pat McGrath is slightly better. It just perfects a little bit more, but that can be a little bit much. Like, sometimes I want to see a little bit of a glow, and that's when I go with the Kosas. Just beautiful, both of them. And then the third one that I want to talk about is this Dior powder. Now this one, I have an issue with it. It gets hard pan. So what I have to do is kind of like really rub it off or scrape it a little bit, and then you can definitely get your powder right there. It has a glow to it, a luminosity. I wouldn't say it's a glow. It has a luminosity to it, and it is stunning. I have mine in 1N, and I really enjoy it. But again, I almost didn't put it here just because it gets hard pan. But all you have to do is just take the tape, take that off, or like just rub it a little harder or scrape it just a little bit. But the way it leaves your skin is beautiful. I do not use this under my eyes. I don't love it under my eyes. I just use it as like an all over powder or a finishing powder. All right, powders are done. Let's move on to bronzers / contouring. Let's start with this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. This is in fair medium. I don't even know if it's going to be in stock. These go out of stock like crazy, but it's a beautiful, beautiful product. You put it on and it is so intense. You freak out a little bit, and then 5 seconds later, it's blended in. It's perfect. It's sculpted, but it doesn't even look like you have contour, but it contours you. It is stunning. It is beautiful. very unique. And if you've been interested in this, saving 20% on it is wonderful. But beautiful product, probably most unique contour product that I own. The next two, I'm going to put them kind of side by side because they remind me of each other. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate contour. Now this comes with this like highlighter, which I absolutely love. It's more of a cream, like see-through, like no base kind of, it's transparent, that's the word. A highlighter, and then this is the contour. Beautiful. I just absolutely love it. It reminds me a lot of this Danessa Myricks. That's why I wanted to put them together, because I think these have similar consistency and texture. The Danessa Myricks has multiple colors. I think there's 8, which is wonderful, but just the way they sit on the skin, the way they blend in on the skin, they remind me a lot of each other. I'm gonna swatch them. So these are the two. The Tom Ford is at the top and the Danessa Myricks is on the bottom. They feel the same. Again, color may not be perfect, but you can find different colors. I have mine. The Tom Ford one is an intensity 1 and the Danessa Myricks is light 2. But beautiful, both of them are gorgeous. Now this cream product is so good. This is Makeup by Mario. This is their contour sculpting stick. I have mine in shade light medium and it is so good. It is an easy one. Just, it works, it blends in so fast. I put it straight on my face, it blends in that well. You can use a brush and just put it this way. It works for my nose contour. It is a great product. I think the price is good. You get a decent amount of product and I really like it. I've used it a lot. Then a few powder bronzers that are just wonderful. This is the Huda Glowish bronzer. This is in 02 medium and this is so beautiful on the skin, so stunning. It is not too intense. It's right there. It has a radiance to it, but it's not super glowy. Like, you will be fine even if you don't like a super glowy bronzer. This is elegant and soft. It just gives a little bit of life to the skin. Another glowy-ish bronzer is this Gucci bronzer. This is in 03 and I adore this one. You know, this is, some people absolutely love it, some people really don't like it. I really like it. I like the packaging. I like the texture. I think it is so beautiful. I like the way it makes my skin look. I even like the undertone. It has a little bit more of that reddish undertone. So when I'm more tan, I prefer something like this, but it's just beautiful. I really enjoy it. I don't know if it's worth the money, but with a sale, maybe it's worth the money. And then the two Charlotte Tilbury products. Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is the big old one. This is airbrush bronzer and I have mine in the shade 2 medium. This is a matte bronzer. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. It's refillable. So in the future, if you go through it, you can purchase for a little bit cheaper, but I really like this. If I don't know what to use and I need something that's just stable, that's not too glowy, that it's no fuss, I go for this one because I find that it's just, again, a stable, good, blendable, not too intense bronzer, and yeah, I think it's great. Now the next one is more of a face palette, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm face palette. I think this is the only face palette. There's another one that I'm gonna talk about. This is how it looks inside, and I adore this palette. The formula is insanely good. Now the colors need to work for you. Initially, I pretty much used this one as a bronzer, contour, highlight, and blush, but I found that the contour was a little light, the bronzer was a little deep, so I just mixed them. I mixed them together, and that's kind of how I contour pretty much my face or bronze at the same time. I think it works so well for me. The formula is so beautiful, so blendable. I love the finish of it. It's that baked gelée formula, and I adore it. The blush is out of this world stunning. It definitely has a glow. It's right there in the middle. And then the highlighter is very smooth on the skin. I really enjoy this palette. Every time I wear it, somehow I really like my skin. I look bronzed, but not too much, glowy, but not oily. I really like this one. Highlighters, I don't have that many, but the ones I have, I adore. I'm going to start with the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Beauty Light Wand. This is in Spotlight. This is beautiful. It is, you can make it intense, you can make it light. It does not lift your foundation. The color is stunning. The glow, you can, ooh, you can make it intense. I think I squeezed a little bit too much out, but I'll just put it here on the side, just a dot right here. It gives such a beautiful glow, just if you want a little bit, but then you can literally go ham and like be like shiny. But it is such a beautiful creamy finish. It's not glittery at all. It's just glowing. I haven't been wanting to use it a ton because I'm afraid of running out. And this is another one that's always sold out. I am definitely a cream, just blush, bronzer, highlighter, mostly highlighter. But this one that I have tried like 2 weeks ago has impressed me so much. This is the Laura Mercier. This is the Translucent Loose Setting Powder in Celestial Light. I think it's beautiful. It's a little light for me, and I will pick up the honey color because mixing those two, I think, will make the best color for me. It acts like a cream. Like, it looks so blended into your skin. It's what I'm wearing right now. It is soft. It is very soft. It's not too intense. I mean, you can make it intense, but the texture, I mean, it's very soft and smoothing on the cheek. I really enjoy that one. And then two more highlighters. The Westman Atelier highlighter. This is the Lit Up Highlighting Stick in Nectar. This is everything. Everything. It is gorgeous, so good. You can swipe it on, you can like use your finger and pat it. And Westman Atelier has a few sets that you can get minis. The packaging is so luxurious, and in the set I think you can have a contour, blush, and highlighter, and the blush is in my favorites right here. Definitely a stunning product. It is almost my favorite just highlighter overall. I like the undertone. I love that it's transparent. It doesn't have an intense base, and it just makes my skin look wet. So gorgeous. And then the same thing goes for my next one. This is the Merit one, and the packaging is way more luxurious with Westman Atelier, and I like packaging. I like to feel heavy. Like, this feels heavy. I enjoy using this. It brings me joy. Merit, the packaging is also nice. It's light though. But this highlighter, wow, it is so stunning. Again, it's a little bit transparent, but it's so good. I can put it under foundation, on top of foundation. I look wet when I wear that one. All right, moving to blushes, which is the one that I have lots of. I love blushes so much. Let's start with the powder. I only have 2 powders. I don't love powder blush, but they have its place. This is the Pat McGrath. This is the blush, Skin Fetish Divine Blush. This is in Desert Orchid, and this is how it looks like. It is a stunning color, and it has a glow, which is probably why I enjoy it. It is right there. I didn't swatch it evenly. And it has this golden glow to it right there. Can you see it? And that also reflects on the skin when you apply it as a blush. So beautiful. Just overall, everything about this blush is perfect. All right, the next one is one that I almost didn't put it in here simply because of the price, but I thought if people wanted to try it, it's amazing, and 20% off or 10% off or 15%, that's a lot for this. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Blush. This is in 02 Explicit Flush, and I have used this so much. Out of all my powder blushes, I think these are the only two that I like reach for. Again, I do reach because of I paid so much for it, but at the same time, I love the way my skin looks when I wear this. Absolutely love it. I love the colors. I like that you have that neutral color right there. And then I can have a pop of color, or I just mix them. I adore this blush. It's so finely milled. It's so elegant on the cheeks. I think this is $90. It's not worth the money. Don't even, worry about like, oh, is it worth the money? Can I get something so unique? No, but I have this, and if you guys are interested, it's good. I really enjoy it, and I've been using it a lot. All right, the rest are all cream products. Let's start with the one that I'm not sure if it's in stock anymore. It comes in stock, it goes out of stock 5 minutes later. I don't know, but this is the Patrick Ta Major Headlight Blush Palette, and I'm trying to open it. This is how it looks inside. I have done a dedicated video where I tried all methods of applying this. I applied each of them, then try to combine. And this is beautiful. I'm actually wearing the pink one right now, right? You wouldn't think. These, if you go with a light hand, you can definitely make these work. And I really enjoy it. I think my cheeks are glowy, but smooth at the same time, and it's not too pink. Like I like this. And again, I put this one first and then the cream on top of that. This is $58. If you get 20% off, it's a great value. You get 6 blushes, and this is the most beautiful blush. Now, I've had so many questions like, oh, if I could only pick one of them, which one would it be? I would still pick the She's So LA blush. I have it right here. This one right here. I think the undertone, I prefer this just a little bit better than this one because I'm such a brownie girl. But they're both stunning. I would say this is my #1 Patrick Ta blush. And this one right here, She's Baked, is my #2. Tower 28 blushes. I've talked about these so much. I'm gonna pick the another colors. There's that third color that everybody talks about. Magic Hour. Yes, I think it's the color Magic Hour. I have Power Hour, which has been my most used. I have Golden Hour. And these are absolutely stunning. I also use them on my lips. You can use them on your eyes, your cheeks. They're stunning. They are pigmented. They do not lift your foundation, and I think the quality is so amazing, and they're only $20 a piece. So like for $16, if you have 20% off or 15% off, like I think these are so worth it. You get so much, and they're beautiful. Definitely picking up another color. And then the one I've tried recently is the Rose Ink one. This is the packaging, and I have Foxglove. And I am in love with this one. I'm definitely picking up 1, if not 2 more shades. I want more of those pinky undertone, but those dusty rosy pinks, not super bright pinks. I don't have many of those, and I think I would like to have one in one of my favorite formulas. This is becoming my go-to blush. I've used it so much. It's beautiful on the lips, and it's well worth the money. You can also get refillables, and beautiful, beautiful blush. And then the last blush I want to mention is this Westman Atelier blush. This is in Petal, and this is kind of the color that I want to get a few more, just in different formulas. I really like this color. I'm not a huge pink wearer, but that color, that's pretty. Like, I can do that. I think that this is worth the money. It's expensive. I'm pretty sure it's $48, but for the quality, the way it performs, it's unique. It's so good. It blends into the skin so well that I think it's worth the money, even full price. I think they're amazing. You can use it on your lips. Just stunning products, and I'm probably gonna pick up another color. All right, moving on to brow products. I only have two. No surprise here. I'm kind of boring with my brows. I have the Gucci brow product. This is the powder pencil. I talked so much about this. I've used it, I would say, for 10 months now, and I still have so much. I use this every single day. It's literally so fast. I don't do much, so it's not like I have to fill in a lot, but for what I do with my brows, this is perfection. It will last me a year and a half probably. Great product. And the one that I've discovered not too long ago is this Kosas Air Brow. This reminds me a little bit of my M Cosmetics brow product. That one has a little bit more of a thinner actual brush. This is small, but it's not as thin. However, it adds quite a bit of product. I have, my color is in brown black, and I can use this by itself just to fill in my brows. I don't need the Gucci brow product if I'm in a hurry. I do combine them, like that's what I have on today. I just have this one just a little bit and this on top to just make them a little fuller. It's beautiful. It stays in place all day, and I like that I can just use this by itself. Eyeliners, I have discovered one that I've used almost daily, and that is this Charlotte Tilbury Duo liner. I don't even know the name. I bought this when I got the Nudegasm face palette. So this has two sides. This is the illuminator and this is the enhancing. I really like this. And I think it's the convenience. The product is great, but the fact that I have two in one, this is a dark brown. Let me swatch it here. Wow, I'm so terrible with my left hand. It's a dark brown, so it's not quite black, which I use these to line my eyes. Like if I want a wing liner, I use something like this. I almost never just use straight up black. The only time I use black is in my waterline. And then you have the cream version, and they're both such good quality. And you have them in one. I also really enjoy the Pat McGrath liners. Like the black one, I use it a lot just for my waterline. Now for liquid liner, the only one I really ever use is this Tom Ford liquid liner. I think it's amazing. I love the quality of it. It's so easy and precise. You have two ends. You have the thicker end right here and then the thinner end. And this is thin. Look at that. And this costs a pretty penny. However, you get so much product in here and it's like separated. You get pretty much two liners in one, and I think it's worth it. All right, that's all for liners. Mascara, I only have two. I have my Bite Beauty to recommend. That is my top-notch, most favorite mascara that I own. I ran out of that one. I will be picking up another one in the sale. But that is absolutely my favorite mascara I own or owned. But this Rare Beauty is also wonderful. It's great. It gives me a little bit more separation, not as much volume as the Bite Beauty. Bite Beauty gives me a ton of volume and it makes them longer and thick. This gives more separation and length, but it's beautiful. It still gives me enough volume where I wear this by itself, but yeah, that's also a great one. Lip liners, I have three. I have the Charlotte Tilbury, the Pat McGrath, and the Makeup Forever liners. This is all I pretty much use. I love them. Makeup Forever is definitely my favorite out of all of them. Pat McGrath has great colors and undertones, and then Charlotte Tilbury makes amazing lip liners. My favorite is definitely Iconic Nude. I have Pillow Talk as well, but I use Iconic Nude more. I just like the undertone. And the Anywhere Caffeine from Makeup Forever is my all-time favorite lip liner. I absolutely adore that one. For lip gloss, lip oil, I have two to recommend. I have this Merit one. This is stunning. This is in Cara Cara. It's this beautiful like orangey red. It has enough pigment where you can wear it on its own, and it obviously fades because it is a lip oil, but it lasts pretty well, easy to apply. I love the way it makes my lips look, the way they feel. Just stunning. I'm actually planning to pick up more of their nude colors. And then this lip oil from Kosas, like I got a 3-set mini. I don't know where the other one is, but these are so beautiful. They make your lips look so juicy. Let me just put this one on. I'm putting the unzipped one, and I love this. Like, I feel like that just made my lips look just a little bit juicier and bigger. It's not sticky whatsoever. I really enjoy that. Okay, so for lipsticks, this is more of a lip souffle. This is from Rare Beauty. I have two colors right here, and they're stunning. I'm actually wearing this one right here. This is in Fearless. It is a beautiful, on the packaging it looks more cool tone, but once you apply it, it's a little bit more browny. So good. And then this right here, Brave, is definitely my favorite. I used to use it in the summer all the time. Next one that kind of gives me similar vibes is this one from Givenchy. This I got because of you guys. This is the Sheer Velvet Matte. I have mine in number 10, and it gives that same feeling that your lips are like matted, like you powdered them down. What a terrible swatch. Okay. All right. This is right here. And the way they explain it is perfect. Like sheer matte velvet lipstick, because it's not that full opacity. It's a little bit more sheer, and it has that matte finish. It's almost like you took a paper towel and matted your lips. It's great. It's very comfortable, but don't expect that full opacity. This is supposed to be a little bit more sheer. Very unique formula. And then the last two is this Charlotte Tilbury. This is Catwalking, is one of my go-to nude colors. So good. I really enjoy it. Is it breaking? No, it's not. I thought it was breaking, but I really like the undertone. I think it's so perfect for me. It's not too pink. I feel like Charlotte Tilbury tends to go a little bit more pink with her lipsticks, but this one, it's just a beautiful neutral undertone, and I think it's perfect. And then the next formula that I love so much are these Bite Beauty lipsticks. This is the packaging, and these are all like, this also has that more matte finish. This color is in the color Chai. Stunning color. When I'm a little tanner, it looks amazing. But I also really like Marissa. That's probably my favorite color that they have. It's this color right here, that more orangey undertone. I tend to go for those colors a lot. They have Sesame, Sugar Buns. Like, there's so many good ones that you can pick from, but just overall the formula, it's still that velvety matte feel to them. These are full opacity though. Beautiful formulas. All right, all we have left is the eyeshadow palettes, which is probably the most exciting one. So I'm going to start with the ones that came out this year that I just absolutely adore and I definitely recommend. I'm going to start with the Patrick Ta palette. This is a good basic neutral palette. It's not basic because it has a lot of texture in it, which is probably why I adore this palette so much. You have the two creams right here. Beautiful. They do not crease. I use them as liners. Great. And they haven't dried out at all. Then you have the mattes. Stunning. Just a lot of color. They blend in well. Then you have this one that's kind of like, it's a matte, but it has like a little bit of shimmer in it. Let me see if it'll focus. No, there we go. It has like a little bit of shimmers throughout. I don't use it for the shimmers much, but it does give a little bit of blendability, a little bit more. Beautiful color. But then you have these toppers right here. So good. This one is not a topper. This is just more of a shimmery duochromy color. And then you have these 3 toppers right here that are just stunning. Like, oh, look at that. This peachy one right here is my favorite. It's stunning. I love it. A great palette if you can, you know, get 20% off because it's expensive. It's well worth it, and it's a good neutral palette to have. The next palette is the new Pat McGrath palette. This is her holiday collection. Guys, this is so good. Like, this is a $78, 20% off. Whew, that would be so nice. This is how it looks inside, and it looks very colorful, but I tell you, you can do some beautiful neutral colors. Like this color right here, the second one, where is it? Right here. This, look at that. It's so beautiful. This green right here is insane. Insane. Look at that. Just any color that you pick from here. This one right here, like, look at those colors. These are insanely beautiful, and you can make this look natural even though you have those like brighter colors. You really, the scheme, if you take those away, if you take that green away, take this one away, it's kind of a more neutral-ish color scheme. It is more neutral than you think, and you can get some beautiful looks, amazing quality. I don't mind the packaging. Some people say it's a little big, and it is. It's like bigger than my head. But it's beautiful. I love it. It's a piece of art. And talking about Pat McGrath, I definitely recommend one of her like 10 pan palettes. They are the most luxurious, the most innovative, the most intense eyeshadow palettes you're probably ever gonna get. Again, if she has that, you know, up to 30% sale, definitely go to the Pat McGrath website. But if she doesn't, 20% off of this would be wonderful. This is her latest one. This is Utopia, and I almost want to say this is my favorite that she came out with, but the Bronze Seduction, the color scheme is maybe more user-friendly, like it's just not as pink, but the quality, these, I think she upped her game with these. Like, look at those. So intense. Like, these all are just so stunning. You cannot deny the formula. Like, this looks, look at that. Just make it focus. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Definitely a lot of money, but you do get something very unique. Any of her 10 pen eyeshadow palettes, even this one right here, that's not even her special formula, is absolutely insanely beautiful. I almost feel like she changed her just the basic shimmer formula, the metallic, to be just even creamier, even more intense. The mattes are insane. I love this palette so much. I'm so happy I bought it, and I think it is stunning. The next palettes I'm about to recommend are all Natasha Denona palettes. I have more, but these are the ones that I would like recommend depending on what you want. I love Natasha Denona palettes. I love her mattes, are just insane. They're so good, well worth the money. This is, out of all of them, the one that I use the most. I would say the gold palette is my all-time favorite Natasha Denona palette. But the one that I probably use the most is the Biba palette. I mean, it's kind of sad. Mine's destroyed. But just so many amazing neutral colors. You have everything you need in this palette. Stunning. You have 3 beautiful shades. This one right here has such a stunning undertone. This one right here, again, amazing. So these are the three like shimmers metallics that you get, and all the other ones are like matte, and some of our cream to matte formula. In one of my videos I used some of these grays, that's it, like these browns and grays, maybe this one right here, and I got so many compliments on my eye look. They're like, oh my gosh, your eye look is amazing, what did you use? And it was just like those. Such a good palette. The gold palette, I hope it's still in stock. The most beautiful textures, I would say, out of all the Natasha Denona. I'm just getting all messy, but this is mainly brown with a bit of a like bluish green here, but it's the texture of all these brown. This is like a topper, absolutely stunning. So is this one right here. This is like a full intense like foiled shadow. Just so many good browns, so many good toppers. I adore this palette. Definitely the most unique from Natasha Denona. And then two great ones, the retro and the glam. They're just both stunning. The retro is her newest one, and I don't even like pinks and plums that much, and I want to reach for this because it's that good. Absolutely stunning. And then the gold, the glam palette is a beautiful neutral cool tone undertone. There's also the bronze palette that's amazing, but just any Natasha Denona color scheme that you like, that's the one for you. And then I have two to mention that are newer to me. This is the Tom Ford Honeymoon Quad. This is amazing. It caught me by surprise. I adore it. I think it is stunning. The wet to dry formula is out of this world. Way worth like the hype. I don't know about the money, but it's definitely worth the hype. It becomes like a cream. So you have this, and then once you wet it down, you have like a cream shadow. It is stunning. I absolutely adore it. And then the last one is one that impressed me the most out of all of them because I didn't even want to pick it up. I picked it up for YouTube alone. And that is the Rose Quartz by Huda Beauty. This is how it looks inside. I do have a video coming up just doing 3 different looks. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. And I think the shimmers here are out of this world. Like, let me swatch or show you a few. Look at those shimmers. She definitely upped her game. These are stunning. Again, I am planning to do the 3 look, like finish that video up and put it out for you guys. But if you're interested and you think, is it good? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I have talked so much. So those are my recommendations. Those are the products that I either tried in the past year that I thought were amazing, or some products that are staples in my collection. So I would love to hear your thoughts. What are you picking up? What are your recommendations? A few products that you just think everybody should try. Leave them down below. And if you guys want another video that's surrounding the Sephora sale, either my wish list or the skincare perfume video, let me know down below. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.